Number 9, have all these good things in here. Well, let's simplify it down. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute this negative sign through to each piece. So I have the number 4 plus the square root of negative 8, which we'll simplify in a minute, minus the 7, and what does minus and minus change to? Plus a square root of negative 50. Now, I could go ahead and put 4 and 7 together. I can put those together right now. 4 minus 7 is negative 3. So I have negative 3 plus the square root of negative 8 plus the square root of negative 50. I can't put these together because they're not the same. Plus, they have a negative in them, so I need to pull that imaginary number out. But I need to simplify them. So if we take, let's over here to the side, deal with negative 8. He's at negative 1 times 2 times 2 times 2. Negative 1 is coming out as an I. 2 is coming out as a 2. So he is 2I root 2. So we have negative 3 plus 2I root 2. Let's deal with negative 50. If you break negative 50 down, we have the negative 1, which is the negative piece. If we do a factor tree for 50, you're going to get a 2 times 5 times 5, because 2 times 5 is 10, and 10 times 5 is 50. So a 5 is coming out, and that negative 1 is coming out as an I. So I have plus 5I root 2. Ooh, the roots are the same, so we can put them together. So we have the real number part here, negative 3, 2I plus 5I. 2 plus 5 is 7, so this is just 7I root 2. That's as far as it goes. You can't put those together because you have your real number part, and then we have the imaginary number part. 2 i's plus 5 i's is 7 i's, not 7 I squareds. We're not multiplying. We're just adding. We're just counting. Number 10, well, let's distribute it through. Negative 16i, easy enough. What about this? Well, 8 times 3 is 24, and we have an I times an I. Wait a second. What is I squared? I squared is worth negative 1. So this becomes negative 16i minus 24. Now, we don't like you to write it this way. We want the real number part first, which is negative 24, and then the imaginary part, minus 16i. So there we have number 10.